Good. Alright. Fruit bowl. Good boy, Artie Pants. Mom, I need to get us a fruit bowl. You know, I'm almost 50 years old. We've never, as many years as we've lived together, we never had a fruit bowl. You know why? You know why I've never had one? Just because we've never had one. I just put it on the counter. I just have always, I'm gonna intentionally set out an intention, go out in the world, and lo and behold, the fruit bowl that was made, whenever it was made, that was supposed to come and bear our fruit, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. Okay, I need to drink some water. I'm gonna do something I've never done before. On live YouTubes, on my tiny tube. To nobody. Benny, where are you going? I don't want to take you out. You're not going out. You ate and you went out after you ate. So you just gotta wait, sucker. No. Go sit down. Go sit by Grandma Retta. No, you're not going out. You can go out when I'm done. Let's go. Come on, problem child. Artie Pants had a dental today. He's now on his second liver medication. So he has to have a blood test in a month. So I'm just gonna not freak out. I'm gonna play his frequencies. I have a playlist with the Rife frequency program that will help hopefully offer some healing support to whatever's and you know what? He's 13 years old. He was I'm gonna get the squirt bottle. Yeah, I squirt my dog because he makes my brains rattle. I don't squirt him all the time. I squirt it like a third of the time because usually I just gotta show it to him and he zips his little pointy lip. Love you. Do love you. So second liver pill, blood work in a month. So we'll just see, you know. He's 13 years old. He was born August 24th, 2010. He was named for the kid in the wheelchair, Artie, on the TV show Glee, because it was popular and they borrowed the rescue, Basset Beagle Rescue. They're still real active in Omaha and all over, everywhere. I had an idea for a pet rescue app for people in pet rescue to use and utilize, or just, you know, transporting useful goods and items, because like down here, I mean I wonder if I could figure out how I could network some of that frickin' food that they get to the rescue down here to the frickin' Stray Hearts. If I could arrange some sort of trip, because this place it's the pet situation is just it's literally heart-wrenching. Like, I tell stories about like waking up in the middle of the night to whatever, eating the cats outside, and just like it's coming home to little baby kittens, and just it's traumatic to the people that love animals, and it just sucks. So anyway, that's what I was gonna do today. I'm like, man, all this freaking energy. I'm gonna do a quick set. So if people want to check out, that's fine. But I usually do this before before I start my talk. Um, although I wanted to show my friend Jill. So how long are we in here? I'm at 6 minute and 21 minute mark. So I'll let her know when to start. And then okay, my friend Jill lost her one of her sweet sons. She had twins. She has had twins, and one of them died at 14 because of a fucking freak accident. Stupid, a whole bunch of divine bullshit. It's just gut wrenching, man. God, it's just, I mean, the whole community was just, it, so anyway, shortly after, he loved working out. He worked, they were gym buddies, and, you have to go on. So she started this thing called Lift for Jagger. Hashtags lifts for Jagger. And so I take care of me for me. I have incentive to do it more because of Jagger. So thanks, Jagger. For my little BB guns. So I'm just gonna take a few minutes to do just a set. I'm just gonna do a quick set. It's not gonna take. You want to count along? That's fine. Oh. I told her I'd send pictures and stuff, but I just felt compelled to do this. So the spirit moves me. I do things. I gotta blow my nose. What song should I'm trying to find a song to do it to. I need some iron pumping song, Ma. What do you think I should pump iron to here? Taylor Swift 7? Nah. Alright, I could do this one. Oh, I know which one I could do. This is a good song, though. This is a really good song. I could do it to this. It's just a slow song. What, girl? Good girl. You're the goodest girl. When Luna barks, I look. She's the only one I look. If she barks, I look. Oh, they're just out. That's cool. Alright. Let's see if I can do this in... How long is this song? 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Yeah. All right. Well, that was a little disruptive. Luna, stop. Good girl. Thank you. They're doing what they're doing. They're living. Let them live, girl. She's like, I'm not used to it. You want to go outside, play? Did you see her ears? Are you all right? Are you okay? Did he jump on you? Did he land on you anywhere? Did he hit your leg? Did he scratch you? Where did he step? Did he step here and here? Or did he step on you? He didn't step on you? Okay. He took the shortcut off the kennel down Mom's lap because there's people in the backyard. Artie's not is finally relaxing though. I gotta finish the Artie story. So the night, August 23rd, 2010, he went in to rescue the Basset Beagle Rescue of the Heartland because his person went to jail, which tells me the lifestyle that his mom lived was probably very stressful, like my mom when I was born. He was the runt out of 9. And he's August 24th, and it's so funny how similar his temperament is to my brother they have the same birthday. And when I got him, he was such a little guy. He wasn't bigger than my remote, much bigger than my TV remote. And he just was always stressed out. And when we got more, and I got Tucker for him, because when he was a puppy, I had my brother's dog Hobo for a year while he was making bank in Iraq. Tax-free bullshit. We create the hazard and then pay ourselves handsomely for frickin' hazardous pay. It's so stupid. Anyway, Marge, focus. Focus, Marjo. It's alright, we all fell for it. I'm just here to frickin' stop the machine. Stop perpetuating. Don't let your loved ones go in the frickin' military no more. Don't let them do it. Don't let them re-enlist, man. Let that frickin' entity die. It's a gross resource hog. It's all frickin' wasted on Viagra anyway. Anyway, I've done talks about it. How much money they spend on male enhancement drugs. There's so many veterans on the street. It's just retarded. It's just dumb. The gig is up. So I just do my part and just encourage people not to let their loved ones to. It's not worth the pension, dude. Go learn a trade. You'll be way happier at the end of your life and have way more self-respect. It's a pageantry. It's shows. It's rituals. It's la la la. It's boom ba. People dead. People scarred for life. It's for no good reason. I mean, it's just they do it all the time so they could pay themselves and. It's just crazy. So Artie Pants, yeah, he's just been, tried and true. He's the only one that I took Benny to dog obedience school at Wagon Tails out there in Omaha. And so, like, they said you got to break the will of the dog. Basically, you got to break its spirit. I'm like, I don't want to break a dog's spirit. When they're like, well, you got to have it, like, listen to you got to dominate it. So in order to do that, you put them on a leash and you step on the leash and you make it so short until they become submissive and just rest their head on the ground, and then you let them up, and then you never do that stupid, weird, wicked fucking bullshit ever again. And after Benny, I'm like, I ain't here to freaking break the will of a dog. That's not what I'm here to freaking make sure its spirit lives a happy life, And Artie's the only one that wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't succumb. He would not relent. And I was like, dude, I never. And he's just like my brother, you know. My brother will not relent. That's why all the stories of him will be past tense, because he will not relent. So I don't know if I would either. Anyway, actually, now that I think about it, whatever. God, I got so many fucking Virgos in my life. God. One less, because when, anything that lives out of balance, in ego, too much. Yeah, I know the importance of ego. But too much, easing God out, ain't good for nobody. You want me to cool on the two? She just, she got defensive. So I just keep thanking God every day for delivering us from evil, where he brought us. Mom and I were sitting on the porch a little while ago, and I said, Mom, you gotta look at the leaves. I said, have you ever seen the trees, such a full spectrum, all the way to almost black, like dark green. It's trippy. Like the lighting, because we're getting more sensitive. People get more sensitive older you get. I've done a lot of hallucinogenics anyway. But I've had so much trauma that has altered me. And not even the trauma, just like the electrocution club is a small yet powerful group. I got electrocuted. I grabbed a at a ranch when I was 7 years old. Grown-ups were watching football, whatever, they were visiting in town. Okay, kids, go outside, whatever, get out of here. We went out to look at the cows. I grabbed the electric fence. Nobody told me about that such a thing existed. And then my brother was standing to the right of me, and I felt something like something kicked me. That was my first encounter with that earth angel, I think. Or outworld, I don't know. Something knocked me, because when I got up, I kicked my brother, and then he decked me. And he's like, what did you kick me for? I said, you kicked me first. He said, no, I didn't. He wouldn't try to keep me from harm's way. He probably didn't even notice that I was like, gah, right? I was like, I don't know, 70 pound kid. I don't know. That's a jolt. So everybody going around talking about high vibe. That's more than like a 9-volt on your tongue, dude. That's like, gah! Just another time I freaking... Yeah. So, hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hayok empath. I just like doing these little talks on the way I feel about things. I don't always do sets of 200. I do a couple every day. When the energy's really potent, the other day, I must have did like 5 or 6 sets of just 200. And I was just like, So I took a day off. So because I really don't want, I don't want to gain too much mass. Is not what I just want. Yeah. So I gotta be careful, actually. I gotta be careful not to gain mass. How's that? Because all the food that I like to eat, it's the food that builds mass. So I eat a lot of grains, a lot of nuts, a lot of, bananas, a lot of meat, a lot of... So, anyway, but whatever's gonna happen's gonna happen. But it was so sweet sitting on the porch with Mom. I took some pictures. I took a couple of pictures with Mom. We were out there having a photo shoot because, man, I'm such a sentimental fool. I'm always in the present moment, and I get so welled up. I'm like, I always know what the moments are that I'm going to remember in the future. You know? That's why you gotta take the time now. Like, Ma, come out, look at the leaves, Ma. Look how beautiful this is, Ma. Ma, check this out. Isn't it amazing that God brought us back here where you came to this earth, Ma? Isn't that amazing? After your whole life, he gave me the strength to carry us all from frickin' Omaha, Nebraska to Salem, Oregon to Flagstaff, Arizona, Rancho de Taos, New Mexico, and finally Arroyo Hondo. Probably within 12 miles from where Mom was born. Our lives are living testimonies, Mom. So, I think it's pretty remarkable. That curtain just fell down. That window's open. Let me close that quick, because I need to get more blackout curtains. Hi, pretty girl. You know what? If there is a club meeting for Life Past Sevens, and they circin and according to like everybody that has a driver's license, they did like a mass, because you can just you can tell like, boom, who's a Life Past 7. Okay, we need the Life Past 7s at this time. And then to like try, have meetings of like the life, just all over the planet. Doesn't matter your I love watching her pop, Ma. Do you see her? She popped up on the bed. Doesn't matter you're just like, all right, you're on call. If you're in this life, you're on call at certain times. It's life past it. I'd be like hanging out with Taylor. We'd be hanging out. I'd be like, hey, check out these lyrics. I wrote them when I was in high school. Whispering Secrets. I think you'll dig them. Go girl, Lou. What? You didn't want... What? So, my goal is to do a little... On top of Artie's medication that he's on. You're so cute. I love you so much. Sweetness. Sugar hips. Is that I'll do the frequencies in the morning before Mom gets up, while he's just relaxing, and while he eats his breakfast and stuff like that. I'll make him his own liver frequency playlist, and then I just, it's all, that's the thing with everything. My whole life is like, I mean, it's all my mom. It's just love them while you got them. I mean, because there's just so many times I've gotten a call that there is an accident, or somebody died, or I just, so it's there ain't no guarantees in life, but death, I get that. It just still, God, man, they have carried me the last 6 years through hell. And I tried to get like documentation. I've done videos about it. It's hilarious. To get them as like emotional support dogs or whatever. I called the VA in Oregon. They're pieces of shit. The whole the whole federal system, they're the ones on welfare. Okay? Look at it like that. People that work for the feds and they're the ones on welfare. They get a steady paycheck on the 1st and the 15th, or direct deposit on the 1st. And so they know that when they go get to swipe their card, that it'll work every freaking time because they're on welfare. They don't fucking do much. It's not like people are digging ditches and shit like that. The whole infrastructure is dissolving. The whole nation knows that all this money that they allocated for this and allocated for that, they fucking blew up their nose and freaking spent doing kids in the back room. And this is the world we get. So I think it's interesting, though, the next wave, because we are in the Aquarius age fringe, and so it's gonna get weird. So if people ain't good with weird, they ain't gonna be good with this next part. So I guess you're gonna have to open people. I'm talking to me too. Open my minds, open my hearts, be able to receive what all the good things that this world has to offer, because I know all the darkness that it has. I've met those people. So all in all, it was a pretty pleasant experience. He's just a stressed guy, you know. He's getting old. He'll be 13, you know, so one day at a time. It's always one day at a time. Always, huh, Ma? Yep. You can't live too far you can't. You got to plan for the future. It's a weird dynamic how you plan for the future without thinking that it's going to land in any kind of way, or trying to create a path that I think is best for me. It's pretty wild. Life is a trip. I'm happy to report. Kev, man, Artie Pants looks like your critter. I can't remember your critter's name. I know you've said her name before. And what kind of, but she's a terrier. She reminds me of the Eddie dog on Frasier, is what she kind of reminds me of. Artie Pants is Beagle and I believe Rhodesian Ridgeback. So, he's happy, you know, and hopefully now, you know, because, I mean, man, there's a lot to be said that, I listen to Crystal Time. She is going through it. She put out a video last night. And so I'm always offering support to her, a sister at arms too, you know, in the spiritual war. And she is freaking brilliant. And she lost somebody she knew from high school, right? And I don't know, it kind of seems like the lady sacrificed herself. So in a manner of speaking, on Beltane. And you know, some people have their service and it just expires at different times, and it was just unfortunate that Crystal Time was the one that had to find her, you know. Always reminds me of the time you had to go identify Masher Mama Diane. They found her. See, people just don't understand. They don't know these stories, so that's why I tell these stories, so that these people, their memories don't die, man. So they go on, so people learn lessons. You don't go out drinking and go off with dudes. It ain't even that world, you know. And I think she got freaking wrapped up with Hell's Angels and shit like that, and freaking everybody's doing drugs and coke and having a good time, and then something happens. And then she ends up in the freaking front seat of her car on a rainy freaking... I remember the lake was full around that time. Because it was raining a lot that year. It's full this year, too. Shasta Lake. It's a capacity. So, she ended up in one of the... down in... I think it was Silverthorne. Down in a boat ramp in the lake. And Mom didn't want either of her two daughters to remember her mom that way. So mom volunteered to go to the sheriff's office and identify her. And so, Master Mama, you live on in our hearts, you know? You know, it's just. Anyway. I think I've yammered on long enough. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.